Hello, everybody. My name is Rich Guzman.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Ace Guzman.
And we are Ace and Rich. Welcome to the Ace and Rich Live. And we are here for one reason and one reason only, to help you create a lifestyle business that gets results. So, guys, who is in the comments? I'd like to know right now. Super excited about tonight's show. We got plenty of questions to get to. And if you got some questions, put them in the comments below as well, and we'll get to them in the order.
Absolutely. And also, there is across the screen a phone number. You're going to text your questions to that number that is displayed right there on the screen. Rich is going to check the phone, make sure we get those SMSs, and answer your questions as well. So there's multiple ways that you can send in your questions to the show so that we can go ahead and help you get results, because that's what Ace and Rich is all about, is helping people get results.
Now, before we move forward, I want to make sure that everybody can see us okay and hear us. So put it in the comments and let us know you can hear us and you can see us okay.
All right, who do we have here on the live, Rich? Take a look at the comments.
Let's take a look. Let's see here. Oh, we got Karen, we got Steve. People are hopping on right now.
Hey, guys.
There we go, there we go.
All right,
Tracy Lee, what's going on, buddy?
Hey.
Good to see you.
And tag up anybody you
Richard
feel
Osborne,
that
nice to
absolutely
see you.
would benefit to be here on the Ace of Rich Live. Maybe they never heard of us. Share our show with your friends and following. Let them know that this is a great place, a great resource for them to get their questions answered. You know, there's a lot of people out there struggling in the affiliate marketing world right now, because with all that's happening with the world that's changing, internet's always changing. We're seeing a lot of updates. TikTok's got some updates now. All of a sudden, marketers got to adapt to, right?
Yep.
So TikTok's got some updates. You know, there's been some updates on X.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of different changes. And so if people are trying to get their programs, their systems, their business, their offers out there, and they're running into a brick wall, this is the place to come to ask those questions to get unstuck.
It is. And I'm also sporting my Kawasaki hat today.
Dude, you look like
I got
awesome,
my Puma
man.
hat. Got my Puma hat too. Man. I'm looking good.
I am too. I got the female color.
No, you got the look at this.
I got the lady
we both got
color.
the Puma going on today.
We got the Pumas going on today.
Love it. My water over here.
By the way, quick disclaimer: Puma is not endorsing the Ace and Rich Live show.
No, not at all. Just so you know.
I have to say that. I don't want to get sued. Okay, awesome. So let's see here. We're going to start with your questions. Go ahead and text your number 787. Text your questions right there. 787-307-7018. Is that right? Yeah.
That's right. Puerto Rico, baby.
Puerto Rico. We are right here in
So
Caribbean.
I'm going to go to my text over here and just keep an eye on things over here.
All right. We got a question coming in to our group. Guys, right here is Ryan from Scotland. All right. All the way from Scotland.
Hey, Ryan. How you doing?
Far away.
Welcome to the Ace and Rich show.
That's really far.
Yeah.
Far from Puerto Rico.
That is far.
All right. Let's see here. Hi, Ace and Rich. Hello.
Hello.
I'm curious. Have you ever faced complaints since coming online? If so, what kind of things did people complain about, and how did you address or overcome these challenges? You know, people are going to complain about various things. Some of them are personal. Some of them are financial. It varies person to person because, you know, one, they can probably have a broken mindset that's setting them back from, you know, looking at other opportunities, or maybe seeing themselves in a better view. Like right now, they're probably not having a great time in their life, and they're struggling right now with some serious problems at home. And then they're like looking to make some additional income. And then there you are, Ryan, posting stuff on your wall, and, you know, you're wondering if people are going to complain about it. I wouldn't worry about that right now. I would say just continue to brand yourself, put your content out there. When the complaints start to come in, then you can start creating content around the complaints and be able to address them occasionally. Like as they're coming about, that's a very good tip. Yeah. You know, you can start creating solutions around those people's pains, problems, and challenges, because you don't know what they're going to complain. I could get complaints, and my complaints are going to be different from my audience compared to your audience. Everybody's audience is going to be different. Now, did we ever experience complaints? Oh yeah, man,
Oh, we
totally.
experience
We got some
complaints,
complaints,
haters,
people whining,
all sorts of stuff.
those kinds of things. But like I said, it varies by the person. It's not a complaint on our part. It's a complaint on the person's part, because either they want things faster, so they want things, quicker, like yesterday. But unfortunately, they made decisions that kind of put them in a very bad spot that they can't make, do and get those types of results, right? That things
Well,
like that happen.
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of people out there that are just negative by nature,
They're
right?
negative,
And
yeah.
you can't really avoid that. And I'm just going to go with what my mentor always told me. Control what you can control. You can't control what someone else is doing, right?
Exactly.
So just control what you can control.
Yeah.
And what you can control is creating your own content, giving value. Number one, if your intention is in the right place and you want to serve,
yes,
to hell with what anybody else thinks.
exactly.
Okay? You're focusing on the people who are going to pay attention to you, because that's
Right.
what's important.
Absolutely.
Because here's what's going to happen. The more you stay in and stay in your lane, as we like to say,
Stay in your lane.
you are going to attract people to listen to you. But you're also going to attract people that are going to just complain, whine, and you know what happens? They're not brave enough to really just do what you're doing. So they're going to, pick on you, or they'll be negative. They'll say bad things about you, all those different things. And it's because they're not brave enough to be an entrepreneur. See, this is the road less traveled when it comes to being an entrepreneur. It's easy to get a job, right? Yeah, right. It's easy. I can go get a job right now. I mean, I don't need to, but I can go apply and get a job and just barely skate by my day and get a paycheck. That's settling. That's easy to do.
Right
And
on.
people can settle very easily and do that.
Yeah.
But an entrepreneur, that kind of mindset doesn't fly. Okay. What you have to think when you're an entrepreneur is, what am I doing on a daily basis? How am I producing?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What is my production rate? You have to track, you have to measure, you have to see what's going on in your business. Some days things don't always work out right, but can you show up? Even in the days that the cards are not in your favor,
Yes.
can you still show up like you're winning? That's really what it's all about.
Yes.
Because what happens at the end of the year, if you stay on this path, you'll get more wins than actual losses. But people are not patient enough to wait for those kind of things, right?
Mhm.
They let outside circumstances affect what potential they have. And here's what I believe. I believe the people that are negative have great potential. The problem is that they're led astray from other people out there that are just as negative as they are, if not worse, and they influence them to think certain ways. So now they're influenced by that, and then they come online and they want to be a hater. They want to hate on somebody. And you know what? I always, never, ever, ever, since the beginning of time in my entrepreneurial journey, never let anybody get to me. And maybe I'm lucky because, I was in a band for so many years, and we had to go up there and play in front of shows and tour. And you're not always going to have everybody that like you, right? You're going to have people that like you and people that don't like you, but we didn't care. We always played 110%, and we
right.
always played to the people who liked us.
Absolutely.
So maybe I have that about me. So when I got into this world of entrepreneurship, especially online, that never affected me, right? But there's a lot of people that it does affect. And the only advice I can give you is, it doesn't matter. What matters is your intention. How are you feeling inside? How are you serving? What are you doing to help that one individual who's looking at you right now saying, is this person going to guide me and help me and give me the value that I'm looking for so I can get the results that I've been searching on the internet for so long?
Exactly. It's all about, like we talked about on Inner Circle for our paid members. We run our own Inner Circle group coaching group. And, these guys are learning how to learn to provide exceptional customer service experience. There's a lot of companies out there that obviously suck at providing customer service, and they know who they are. And the thing is, and we know a lot of them.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it comes down to this. Then we talked about this with the group, is that you got to take the reins and you got to provide the best experience your customer's ever going to have. And if that means you have to step above and beyond, the call of duty and be able to not only just make the sale, but also provide some additional support and assistance, then do so. If you're skilled in that area,
Yes,
then
yes.
provide that additional support and assistance in that skill.
Yep.
Because what that's going to do is going to leave a memory in your customer's mind and in their heart to say, wow,
Nobody ever treated me like this before.
Yeah.
Nobody ever guided, me like this before. Nobody
that's
ever
our
spent
philosophy.
time like this with me before.
Yes.
So what we do is we do the opposite of what everybody else is doing, right?
yes.
And I truly believe in my heart that this is the reason why we've been able to build a very long, sustainable business for so many years, is because we cater to the individual, not just Ace and Rich, right?
Exactly.
Ace and Rich is second. The people that actually, seek us out, reach out to us, they become first, right? Because we've learned the skill sets, we understand the skill sets, but when new people come along and they're very hungry to learn and they have a desire to succeed,
Mhm.
it is I believe it is up to us to really help the individual understand things that they don't understand. Okay, not just, well, go Google it and find out. No. Let's find out what you
Yeah.
don't understand so we can help you understand it and move you forward. That way, when you have a new question, we can help you understand that. And before you know it, you look back and you say, wow, look, I understand this already. I understand this already. And now I'm moving forward. And now I know why I'm getting the results that I'm getting now.
Right.
Make sense?
Right, exactly. It goes back to that conversation I had with your mom. She was like at the mall and she was shopping at Estee Lauder and she was getting like her favorite, skincare products. And she said, the only reason why I've been with this company, this brand for so long is because they know how to treat their customers. And she's been doing that for years. So you see, if you take that philosophy and you apply it to your online business, watch how far your business is going to grow. In volume.
Yes.
In volume.
Yeah. And it's like, it's always like an upward trend because you're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about like, can I help that person understand how to create income online?
Yeah.
Can I help that person understand how to get the results they're looking for? And guys, it is a process and it does start with the results.
It does.
Right. So the
Yes.
first result is like, okay, I'm an entrepreneur now. What are my first steps? Well, we need a website, right? Let's get the website going. Let's get some leads going, right? Let's understand how to communicate and follow up with those leads. How do we get a little bit more creative with the following up, right? That comes down the road. So we have to start somewhere to get that first result that we're looking for. And when we do that, it just feels really great when we get that first result, doesn't it? Right? But if people are out there and they're just saying, okay, well, join me, sign up with me, and then all of a sudden they get left high and dry, and then that really puts a bad taste in people's mouth when it comes to affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is an awesome, incredible opportunity, but the problem is people like to taint it by not taking responsibility.
Exactly.
And that's just my opinion.
Awesome. Ooh, more than enough. Ryan from Scotland. That
Ryan,
is
we
our
gave you
answer for your question. We
Definitely.
gave you all that and more. All that good juicy stuff. Okay. Next question. Let's see. Come on, guys. Send us your question.
Check Facebook also here.
Okay. I think I see Richard Osborne. Is that a comment or a question? Is there a question mark on that?
Let me check because
Right there.
It's over there. So hold on.
Okay. We'll
Let me
come
go
back
over
to
to
that.
the Facebook.
Okay. Questions from Laura from Missouri. Laura says, hello, Rich. Hello, Ace.
Hello.
Let's see here. I've been struggling to get my affiliate marketing business off the ground. Can you share some success stories or real life case studies that could inspire me and guide someone like me who's just starting out? Well, if you're looking for inspiration, and that's a great place to start, is inspiration to see, has someone else, before you accomplished this feat, accomplished this goal? And they have been many, Laura, many, many, many people who have accomplished this feat. People who actually were homeless, people who actually took it from the ground zero and developed, every single thing that they needed to develop as far as skill sets, get uncomfortable, right? Maybe even had to pick up some things that they never even learned online and some extra classes, just so that they could gain the knowledge and experience and skill sets to be able to be great as an asset in their current business. And they did it with, some did it with little money and no experience, to some people did it with a lot of experience and a lot of money. So it varies person to person. And if you're looking for case studies, man, we got some stories. I mean, besides our own story, we can share some people that we work with that, we'll keep their names private, but we will say that we had a guy who actually was a children's author.
You can say first name. You can say first name.
The first name? Okay.
Yeah.
So Adam is a children's author, literature. He has some books on Amazon, right?
Yep.
Barnes and Noble, I think it was. And he was writing books for a long time. And
we also worked with a cop that actually wanted to learn affiliate marketing as well.
Yes, a police officer from Florida.
I say cop.
He's a cop. He is actually boys in blue. Yay. But his goal was very different. He discovered affiliate marketing as a vehicle for him to become a motivational speaker for the police department.
Yes.
How about that?
That's an amazing story.
Right. And how he learned so much about branding himself and understanding, psychology of sales and things like communication, and then learning how to step out of his comfort zone and understanding his avatar, and then literally figuring out what kind of books he could create and write to solve people's problems who are dealing with probably, depression or, post-traumatic stress syndrome, things like that. He's been doing that. And now he's a wonderful speaker, but that's because he's been doing it for a long time now since he started. Right.
I was a broke musician. I was depressed for 10 years.
There you go.
And turned entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You
Single mom from New Jersey, struggled in MLM for so many years, started at the age of 17 doing direct sales. And not once did I ever cross the barrier of making more than $30 a month in residual income.
You're being modest here. You were brought up in a very terrible neighborhood with drive-by shootings. There was shots fired inside your house.
Well, there's that part too. That is Jersey.
That's pretty bad. I mean, don't be so modest.
Yeah. Caution, murder scene, be careful, don't cross. And I still had to do a presentation in that neighborhood.
But you can really get out of
cops around.
You got out of your situation. You know what I mean? So it's like anything is possible. It's just you just really have to have a desire to want to change your circumstances, right?
Yeah, exactly. But Laura, just going back to your question, if you're looking for inspiration, I would highly recommend not only learning from case studies and inspiration from people's stories, but also getting immersed into personal growth and development. Start studying the right people and having some mentors surround you, like people like Jim Rohn in this industry is
love
great.
Jim Rohn. Love Jim Rohn.
Start diving into Jim Rohn. You could also dive into, who's the other guy?
Well, I mean, there's a
tons
lot
of them.
I mean,
but
Anthony Robbins. I like Anthony Robbins.
Yeah, Anthony Robbins.
For personal development. I also like
there's another guy.
Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect.
Darren Hardy, Compound Effect. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few. I mean, there's some new guys I'm studying now too.
And normally when you go on Amazon and you look these guys up, there's also other related authors that are like them that you'll get a slew of ideas and see who you gravitate to. There are some females out there too that you could actually the Robbins, right? What's her name? Sarah Robbins, I think it is.
Mel Robbins.
Mel Robbins. Thank you, Sarah Robbins. Thinking of two different people.
Well, it's Robbins.
Yeah, it's Robbins. But Mel Robbins, she's great. She's another great woman that you could actually read her books and get immersed into, And I recommend be careful who you're following, because sometimes you could be following a mentor that is into a whole different niche, right? And it might not be something that you're looking to do. Like, for example, like some people fall into the trap of following Grant Cardone. Every single time this happens to me,
I think
they follow Grant Cardone, but they're trying to study to do something with their mindset.
Let me chime into this, because there's certain pieces of content that you can listen to Grant Cardone on.
Right.
Like, there was one video I watched that was really inspiring because he talked about money.
Right. So that one piece.
Right. But to learn like what he does for affiliate marketing,
right?
There's no relevance really, but there is some personal development key mindset principles that I take pieces here and there. That I love what he said about money, how money doesn't belong to you.
Right.
The money is always circulated, and that really was an eye opener for me. You know what I mean? I love that because it's true. It really is. So yeah, I mean, we got more questions to get to. We have
let's go, Laura. That's
another
for you.
one. We got Richard Osborne. Do people ever think you're scamming them like they do me? Think I am a scam?
So okay, so you have this feeling inside that you feel people are looking at you like you're a scam
all the time.
Okay,
All
listen,
the time.
what we do, okay, regardless what type of product it is online, it doesn't even matter. I mean, there are people who sell makeup and skincare, and they still say that they call it some kind of a scam. You could be selling health and wellness products and they think it's a scam.
It's the
Everybody who is not in this industry will look at it in that perspective of that lens because they have the wrong programming. They're not ready for this. They don't understand this industry.
it's the psychology of selling.
It is, yeah.
That's what really holds people back.
Yeah.
And when people call things a scam,
Hmm.
it's because they're afraid to sell.
Right.
And so anything that you sell, they're like, oh, well, that's a scam. Oh, you're making money off of me. That's a scam.
Hmm.
No. Have you ever heard of capitalism? Hello. I mean, come on
yeah,
now.
exactly.
So it's like, some people really, it just boggles my mind. You know what I mean? Like how really some people think.
Yeah.
But again, it's not their fault. It's their relationship with money, how they grew up.
Right.
And there's a lot of psychological factors that go along with that.
Yes.
That I learned about. And I can tell you, just when you really, are out there and somebody says it's a scam, don't take word verbatim, because what will happen is if you start to think that, like, if that starts to bother you, that means that you have a problem with relationship with money. And I'm gonna get a little deep here because this is important. If you're paying attention to someone telling you it's a scam and it really affects you and it bothers you, it's because internally you feel guilty for selling. Okay? All right. I want you to really think about that, Richard. If you feel any negativity, like you just feel in your stomach, like, oh man, he told me I'm a scam. Oh, that means that you do not have a great relationship with money. Okay? Because if you did, that wouldn't even bother you whatsoever. I'm not saying that it does. I'm just saying as an example, if it did.
Right.
Because we know this from doing many, many coaching with our diamond coaching that we have. We do a 3-month coaching program and a 6-month coaching program. And in our mindset portion, we talk about the relationship with money and what happens. Okay. And the reason why people have trouble selling is because they didn't grow up with, with a good relationship with money because of their parents, their upbringing, things that they heard as they were growing up. And, money the root of all evil, money doesn't grow on trees. The list goes on and on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that affects you subconsciously in your mind. So when it's time for you to come about and be an entrepreneur, and then you have to sell, entrepreneurs, you sell. That's just either you buy something or you sell. That's life. That's capitalism, right? Either you're going to sell or you're going to buy something. Are you going to be the entrepreneur or are you going to be the consumer? There's only two roads to go down to. There's no other one, right? So I'd rather be on the actual capitalist side where I'm giving value to sell something that could change somebody's life, right? It's just really inspiring to really think about it that way. So when someone tells you that it's a scam, right, just don't let it affect you, because your intentions is all about serving and literally transforming someone's life to give them more freedom. And more important than that, when you give them more freedom, you give them more freedom in their mind, where they can think freely for themselves.
Yes.
Because they've been so imprisoned for so long with this belief system that everything around is a scam because they're being sold to. I got news for you. When you go to the supermarket and you're buying food, I'm sorry, but you're being sold to.
Exactly.
Right? You go to the movies, you're being sold to. Everything in life that you do, you're being sold to. You have to stop at the toll booth in the highway. Guess what? You're being sold to. And you got to stop at a bridge for another toll that costs $10.
It's true.
You're being sold to.
Yeah.
Is it about time you're on the other side of the spectrum where you're actually selling instead of being sold to?
Hello.
Right?
Yes.
People are afraid to be on that side. Again, it's the road less traveled. Think about the crossroads. You're going through your life and you've been having a job and you have, you grew up a bad relationship with money. Your parents told you like money is evil. You're going to go to hell, or God doesn't like people who are rich, or, money doesn't grow on trees, and just all sorts of stuff. Right. And then what happens is you grow up and you decide, wait a minute, I think that's bullshit. I'm struggling, I'm suffering, and all these people are getting wealthy. We got inflation right now. How can I afford things, right? And all of a sudden you wake up and you say, you know what? I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I want to be a capitalist. I want to create my own economy.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And then you get to this point, then all of a sudden you get challenged. Something comes up now because somebody says, oh, well, that's a scam. Right. You got to let it go, man.
And you gotta let them go.
Let it go, and you let that go. Just let it go.
Yes.
Because
yes.
if you don't let it go, you won't grow.
Hello.
You'll stay stuck in that same paradigm.
That's right.
Listen, I sell stuff for like $1, $7, $50, $100, $500, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $30,000.
Yes.
I have no problem selling any amount because I know my worth, I know my value. I know for a fact that I can serve someone and transform their life. I can transform their life completely, right? And I'm like literally saying this with total 100% conviction because I already done it.
That's right.
We've done it.
Yes.
So it's like you got to start there. Your conviction has to be so powerful. So when someone comes along, you're like, scam, huh? You need to start getting together, buddy, because you're being scammed and you don't even know it. All your life, government, schools, college now, you're being scammed. You're becoming part of the system like a drone. Line up and get your feed, right? Ceiling. You can't even go above the ceiling. But as an entrepreneur, depends how hungry you are, that there's no ceiling. You go as high as you want. You can make as much money as you want. It's what's between your two ears, right? Get a checkup from the neck up. What is going on here?
Yes.
All right.
That's true.
That's very important.
Woo.
All right.
Somebody put the fire emoji on that one. That was
Woo.
super hot.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I see a question over here. There's a long one right here. Rich, can you pull it up on
Love
the
you,
screen?
Richard. All right. Let's see here.
Let's see.
There we go.
All right. Question. Let's see. Question. Okay. Question from Albie. Albie says, so this morning I had a potential customer share with me. He wanted to join my team. I have spoken with him on an appointment with Calendly about what going all in offers. He was really interested in that, but didn't have the money at the time to go all in. We've been connecting for weeks since we talked. And today I just encouraged him to come in at the $1 PLS trial and just go from there. Would you have approached it the same way? No. I would never downsell like that. If somebody cannot afford to go all in, okay, you got to find out what drives them. Okay, how high is their financial thermostat? You got to really ask these proper questions because we've closed so many all-in sales.
Yeah. Albie, remember I told you about the psychology of asking?
Yeah.
Right? Did you get that book or the audio book? Very, very important.
You got to read that.
I love what you said about the financial thermostat.
You've got to find out what drives them because even people who say they don't have money is bullshit. They have the money. You see, the thing is, you got to learn how to take a step up into leadership and teach them. I mean, literally teach them. They got to get out of the matrix and stop thinking about what's in their bank account and figure out how to get resourceful so they can make do to figure out how to get the money. Did you see what I just did there? I would never downsell somebody to $1 trial on a call. That's a wasted call. Okay. So what I would have done is I would have said, okay, how much do you need in order for you to be comfortable? What's going to make you happy? I need to find your financial thermostat. If that person said, well, I need at least $5,000 a month. I said, okay, we can make that happen. I'll show you what to do. But here's the thing though. Keep in mind, since you're not going all in, can you make a promise to me? Can you plan that if we get you in, okay, and you start at the basic level, at least the mid-ticket. I need you at mid-ticket. You can wait for the high ticket later, but I need you to wait for the mid-ticket. Why? Because that's going to pay you more so that you could reinvest it back into going all in. Did you see what I just did there? Open up their mind. You see, they're not thinking like that. They're thinking as a consumer. I'm thinking as a marketer. I
Right,
want them
so-
to produce to get their way up there.
Yeah, like you ask questions like, and I'll give you examples. Great questions to ask is like,
Yeah.
what do you do for a living, right? Pretty
Yes.
typical, but it's very important because you got to ask them, what do they do for a living? And then they start telling you what they do for a living, right?
Right.
And then listen and pay attention. And then you're going to ask them, okay, how long have you been at your job, right? And if you could fire your boss today, how much money would you need to earn, right? And these are questions you must ask
Yeah.
to really let them open up to you,
Hmm.
okay? The reason why they didn't open up their wallet to you and dish out their credit card is because they don't trust you yet, okay?
High five.
And the
Yes.
way to build that trust is to find out, like, what have you done? Like,
Yes.
I mean, we talk to people who have businesses, people who have jobs,
Yes.
police officers. I mean, the list goes on and on, right?
Yeah.
Nurses,
Hmm.
veterinarians. Oh my God, we can.
And they would use the
yeah.
I don't have the money objection.
Yeah, I mean, we get that all the time. And what we say, okay, so you're telling me that you don't have money to invest in your business, okay? Now, what we do is, as we're asking these questions, we find out more and more about them, right? More about their pain, more about their struggle,
Yes.
more about their, like, when they say I have no money, I like to say this. Let me ask you a question. If money was no option, what would your life look like? And they would paint the picture. Or if they're struggling painting the picture, I say, look, paint the picture for me. What house would you live in? What car would you drive? If you would love to travel, where would you travel to? Right? You have kids. If you want to send them to college, what college would you send them to? I'll make them start dreaming again. Right?
Yes.
If I can make them start dreaming again,
Yes.
then I know they're going to open up their wallet. Because now it becomes more about their why is more important what they have in their wallet. You get that? I'm telling you guys, the psychology of asking.
The psychology of
You
asking.
got to get that.
Jeffrey Combs.
You guys know Inner Circle. If you're in it, I talked about it.
Yep.
I shared it with you. That's what helped me. So
Yes. But this was a very good scenario, and I'm glad you brought this
I
to
love
our
that question.
attention.
Yeah,
Thank you so
absolutely.
much because leaders all go through different types of challenges ourselves as we're moving forward to getting from the 5-figure income mark to the 6-figure income mark and moving forward past to the 7th figure and beyond. We're going to run into little issues like this, but in the very beginning, this is the one that's the most challenging for people because it's very uncomfortable. And so what happens is we think really quick based on emotion and we go, oh, I don't want to lose this guy or I don't want to lose this gal. I'll get him in on a trial. No, you don't do that.
we got a text from Karen. Karen
Okay.
H.
Hope that was a lot of value there for you. Did that really wake you up? Did that really give you some
It's awesome
perspective,
stuff.
man?
It's
Albie,
awesome stuff.
next time, handle the call a little bit differently than that. Take some of our tips there and apply it. See what happens.
This is Karen H. At what point in a solo ad should you think about changing your offer from a low ticket to a high ticket offer, or is that a good idea? Okay, so when it comes to high ticket, okay, technically over $500 is high ticket,
Yeah.
right? So you always need you can't sell high ticket to email traffic where people don't know you, where the traffic is cold. All right. You have to start at a tripwire offer. That's something very important you must understand. Tripwire offers start at like $1 in the very beginning,
Or 7.
or 7,
Yeah.
sometimes 13 or 17, weird prices, stuff like that. But normally under $20. My sweet spot, I love is 7. I love 7. I also like
Lucky
$1.
number 7.
But 7 is good because
7.
what happens with 7, you get less buy-ins, but more qualified buy-ins, right? Because they actually bought something more than just $1,
Right.
right? So, bless you.
Thank you.
If you think that trying to sell a high ticket eventually is going to help you, it's not. Me and Ace, okay, what we do is when we're driving traffic, we always lead with a tripwire offer. But and then we don't just rely on just a tripwire offer. We go with the buyer follow-up. We love connecting with all our buyers. I don't care if you spend $1. I don't care if you spend $7. It don't matter what you spend. We're going to follow up with you.
Yep.
We're going to get on a call
Yes.
and we're going to find out your pain, problems, and challenges, right? And we're going to upsell you because we don't want you to waste your time. and we don't want you to waste our time
Exactly.
because we want to make sure that you're earning what you're worth.
Exactly.
And by you not investing more in yourself, you're not investing more in the products,
right.
you're wasting your time.
Right.
Because you say you want to make money, right? That's a good question too, Albie. You say you want to make money, right? Why would you invest $1? Are you going to expect to fire your boss when only investing $1? Nine times
And
out
$1
of
is not even
10,
an investment.
it's not going to work,
No,
right? You really want to make big money? You got to take this seriously. You got to think bigger,
you do.
okay?
You do.
And this is why the Tripwire offer is important, because these Tripwire offers with these funnels are designed to ascend upward.
Yes.
Okay. That's the beauty about having a Tripwire offer. So I wouldn't worry about the high ticket, because the high ticket is already in the back end. You just got to know how to sell the high ticket with bonuses, incentives, right? Things like that are very, very important, because now you're at this phase, Karen, where you're learning. You're getting results now. Everything you learn, everything that you're starting to understand is going to be your incentives, right? Because you're going to come along somebody who doesn't know as much as you know, because they're going to be brand new, and now you know a little bit more than they do. So now you can create an incentive to say, hey, I can do this for you. Something that you're comfortable at already, that you actually understand, right? And if you don't understand something, go in the back office, learn, go through the videos, learn that
Study.
stuff. Study.
Learn how to do it.
Become the marketer.
Yes.
That way, when you're studying, you're learning, you know when someone comes along that doesn't know much and you give that value, they're going to love you for it, because you care about their success.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because you took the time to invest in yourself, time, energy, education. Now when the time comes up, when somebody comes to you and says, I just got started, I came in as $1 or $7, whatever it is, and I just don't know what I'm doing. This is where you can provide your incentive. Say, okay, great. If you go all in with me, okay, I'm going to help set up your business. I'm going to help you build your business and make it more effortless for you, because you have to start as quickly as possible, because I want your story. I want you to succeed. You put it on them. You see that? You put it on them. And that's so crucial and so important. That's why the high ticket in the beginning does not matter. You are the high ticket. You are the one that provides the high ticket. Right? Okay?
Yes,
All right.
yes. Oh my gosh. Slam them likes and slam those hearts. And guys, you're watching us on YouTube, definitely smash the likes button on our channel and subscribe. Definitely.
And click on the notification bell, so that way you're notified when we upload another live next week.
Okay, let's see. Another question. Let me take a look over here. Rich,
Let's see. I'll
there.
look over here. We got different places to look at questions. Let's see here.
Okay, so Karen again says, let's see, Karen, or is it Steve? You have a text message from Karen or Steve on your messenger?
Hold on one second.
You just answered that one, right?
Right. Tracy Lee made a comment. I'm going to put it out there because this is cool.
Okay.
Entrepreneur mindset as opposed to a workman's mindset and its relationship with money. It is. Spot on, dude.
Absolutely.
Spot on.
I don't see it. I think it came in through the phone. Do you have it?
Let's see here.
Messenger. SMS.
Let me SMS.
We're going to get back to you on that one as soon as we find it. There you are, coming in.
This is the SMS right here.
Okay. On Q Liker, let me see. Is it Q Liker question? No. No, that was it. That was it. I thought it was from Steve.
Nope, that was it.
Okay. So, question coming from Jessica. Ace and Rich. Jessica here. I'm passionate about my affiliate product, but the results aren't reflecting that. Any guidance on creating compelling content and campaigns to drive engagement and conversions? Yeah, everybody's like so focused on getting the conversions, but do you really truly understand conversions? A lot of marketers get started with affiliate marketing. They have a great product. The product is so good. How come you can't sell it? What's going on there, right? And then you wonder, what kind of content should I be putting out there as an affiliate marketer to promote this program, to promote this product? You have to understand what your program or product solves as far as your customer, your buyers' pain, problem, or challenge? This comes back to those basics.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're selling an affiliate system, what problem is that affiliate system solving? Financial? Is it in more investment? What is it that your customer wants?
Right, because there's different affiliate programs.
It's different affiliate programs, and
Yeah.
it's like, well, we say different strokes for different folks, right?
Yep.
But we don't know what they want. We can't just make stuff up and say, okay, one size shoe fits all.
Oh, wait a minute.
One dream fits all. Just because you see gurus out there showing the lifestyle doesn't mean that's truly what they want.
But the
And-
reason
and,
why
yeah.
it might not be working also, we have to
Uh-huh.
look into this as well.
Yeah.
You have to also look at your audience.
Yeah.
Is your audience matching your market?
Right.
In other words, if you're selling, let's say, like you were just talking about earlier, there's different niches, right? So let's say you're focusing on selling on personal development. Is your content reflecting, talking about personal development? Like, are you solving problems with mindset,
Right.
right? Are you helping people with their goals, right? Pain, problems, and challenges, but still has to match the niche,
Right.
right? Your message out of your mouth has to match the market. So if I'm selling something that we're marketers, let's move over to a different one. I'm going to talk about how prospecting sucks, right? How prospecting is causing
Pain.
many challenges and how I can show you how to avoid that.
Right.
So you don't have to follow that. That's old school,
Yes.
right? So what about someone who's trying to lose weight? I'm going to tell them, like, stop trying to understand how to lose weight by exercising so much when the number one thing you should be focusing on is your diet, right? And then exercise with changing the diet. Don't worry about the exercise until you change the diet first. Then you exercise. Because if you exercise and don't change your diet, what's going to happen? It ain't going to work.
Right.
See, I know how to talk. See, I'm a marketer. I understand marketing. So I know how to match my message to the market if I'm trying to solve a problem. Now, I'm skinny. I don't have to lose weight. So how could I, how do I understand how to talk? I'm not in that niche because I understand the philosophy of marketing and how to match my message with the market so they're more likely to pay attention. And if you're creating content, look at your content. Is that content serving that market?
Right.
If it's not serving that market, they're not going to listen. They're not. They're
It's
just
gonna fall
going
on deaf ears.
it's going to be like, what's
Yep.
that about?
Exactly.
Right? And you might have built an audience that's not even your market.
It's not targeted.
A lot of people do this when they build their audience. Let's talk about Facebook
Let's
for
talk
example.
about that. Yeah.
When they build their audience, they think their market is everybody that is added as a friend on Facebook. That could be that's further from the truth.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you have to add certain people to your Facebook that are looking for what you have to offer. You get it? You can't just add anybody. Stop doing that. My friends are my market. No, they're not. My family's my market. No, they're
No,
not.
They're not.
So why is someone, let's say network marketing, for example, telling you, oh, well, you got to talk to your friends and family and your aunts and your uncles and your doctors and your lawyers and your dentists and the dog walker, and it's just ridiculous. No, you have to talk to other network marketers who are in the same field. That has a clue, so they're more likely to pay attention to you when you actually talk about it. You see what I'm saying? If you're trying to sell something for pets, you talk about pets. Is it a dog? Is it a cat? If it's a dog, how do you train pets? Oh, we're talking about training pets now. Let's talk about how to make a dog sit, right? You got to talk out of your mouth that matches the market on what you're selling.
Yeah.
Again, like you said, you serve through pain, challenges, and problems,
Right.
but those pain, challenges, and problems have to talk to people who are struggling with the problem. I really want you guys to get this, because when I first learned this, it blew my freaking mind.
Like you couldn't sleep.
No, I couldn't sleep
You couldn't
because
sleep.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I just got a freaking huge aha moment.
Yeah.
And I said, you mean to tell me that all I got to do is understand the market and then talk about that specifically, what they're going to pay attention to?
Mm-hmm.
And then boom, attraction factor. I'll give you an example. Another example. What's going on with the world today? If you look online, all these podcasts are coming up. They're talking about Democrat stuff, talking about Republican stuff, right? But why do they talk about that? But they're going to talk about Republican stuff because they're matching the market. And over here, the Democrats are going to talk about Democrat stuff. They're not going to talk about Republican stuff unless they're bashing Republicans
That's right.
because they know what Democrats like. So if they bash a Republican and they're a Democrat, they're going to get more of an audience of Democrats. And then they're going to sell the T-shirt and go,
Yeah.
Republicans
Sell
suck.
their merch. Yeah.
And Republicans are going to sell T-shirts and go, freedom, baby.
When they
Second Amendment,
they
baby.
never did that sort of thing before.
Right?
But now it matters because of capitalism and they want to make some money.
You understand now, right? I'm giving you many
Y'all
different.
get it?
I'm giving you so many different examples
Yeah.
where you could understand this from the easiest point of view.
Yes.
Okay? So that way, when next time you create content, you got to think about your market. What is my market? Right now, I can go into the conservative market like that. I know it so well by the back of my hand. I can build an audience like that. I know what to say. I know what to talk about, right? I could talk about pets, like I said earlier, right? It doesn't matter. The point is you're matching your messaging to the market, and your market is more likely to pay attention.
Yes.
I mean, again, back to the whole Democrat thing. If you're a Democrat and you're talking how wonderful the Republicans are, you're going to lose your audience.
You also want to
Vice versa, with Republicans talking about how awesome Democrats are.
Yes. And I love how you broke that down for people, and I hope they got an aha moment out of that. Definitely.
That's what this show's all about.
It is really about taking that perspective, pulling the iron curtain to the side, showing you what's behind the scenes that people are not talking
The
about.
gurus do not want you to know.
They do not want you to know. And it's tossed around a lot about, the avatar, and a lot of people still don't have a grasp on the avatar. Even people who write content like copywriters still don't have a grasp on the avatar.
I have to admit, that was one of my biggest struggles because I didn't understand what the hell is an avatar.
Yeah.
Avatar.
Like,
I think about a movie or something, or the or the no, seriously.
No, it's true.
Or
What the hell
a
you
game
talking about,
avatar or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, marketing avatar? What's that?
Yeah.
And then I learned, you create a fictitious character of your market, of this individual who is having, you got to paint their life and how it is and everything. And like, what kind of job do they have? And you got to pretend it's a fictitious character.
And I'll tell you this.
Well, why didn't they say that in the first place?
I'll tell you that this is what happened with one of our clients. She's awesome. Her name is Jessica as well. And she actually had trouble with the avatar. And I remember I had a session with her, and to help her get through this, like we were like going back for weeks, like, okay, Ace, I need help. Come on, coach. Tell me, what can I do to really get this email thing going? I said, you got some Barbies in the house? And she's like, yeah. So you got a Barbie and you got a Ken, right? All right, pull them out, get them out of the attic, pull out your Barbie, pull out your Ken, get them all dressed up, make them both each have a lifestyle, right? You create the dream lifestyle. And I want you to take yourself back to your childhood. Remember when we were kids and we played with dolls, and, and she's a girl. So I was like, okay, remember when we were girls, we used to play with the dolls. What did we do? We gave them jobs. We gave them houses. We gave them opportunities, right? And we even gave them problems, right? Whether they were in a relationship or not. So they had all these things that kept them up at night that we made up.
That's awesome.
So she's like, oh my gosh, that just gave me an awesome idea. Yeah, I'm going to try that. Now she's actually not having problems writing her emails, and she has no problem now creating content because each of her dolls represents a specific type of avatar. And now she's able to get her emails out there where she's communicating to that person. And now she gets replies. She's got open rates that are high. She's got click-throughs. She's making sales. Hello. Yeah. Okay. And now with all of that one idea that we figured out the angle to get that jam in somebody's head to unscrew something that's blockage when it comes to creating content. And I said, go get your 2 Barbies and figure this out, right? And let's do it this way. And ever since I gave her that idea, she has not stopped. Matter of fact, she did a video dedicating it to me about that. So thank you, Jessica, for that. And I was so glad that she's having those types of results. But if you have the same problem, go online, go look for an avatar picture or something on Google, find a female, find a male, get 2 of them, and start giving them lives. If you don't have Barbie dolls, that's okay. Just go and get yourself in that space where they have lives, they have problems that keep them up at night. And then think about what kind of content, framework it around your offer that you're marketing, which is an affiliate program, okay, or system or product or course or whatever. How is it the solution to those pains, problems, and challenges?
It's a good point. Let's see here. Richard says, I just launched a new opportunity called Got Backup.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing, Richard. You're jumping around. You already have an opportunity. And if you really understood the value that you had, you would realize that that opportunity would be a godsend and you'll be able to be 100% free. Okay? And you know what I'm talking about. There's a course in the opportunity that you know what I'm talking about that you already have, but you launch another product. Now you're losing your focus. Okay? That will solve a major problem for you where you're able to actually understand marketing. There's an amazing course in there that solves many marketing questions, many marketing problems, and also, more importantly, conversions, making sales. All right. I wouldn't worry about launching new opportunities. I would really focus on already what you have and learn how to sell someone else's product, okay, before you launch a new one. Because you're just going to spin your wheels, go round and round, and then 5 years later, you're going to be in another live trying to figure out, like, what do I do?
Yeah, I have to second
Okay.
that as well with Coach Rich, because you know you're falling to that mindset, and we've had conversations over and over about this.
Yeah.
You keep thinking that the grass is greener on the other side because
It's
some
not.
shiny object syndrome that
It's
you're
not.
still stuck involved in. And you're not the only one, Richard. There's a lot of people here, our audience members that are watching, that are stuck in that the grass is greener on the other side. You have to learn to water your own damn grass, the one that you're standing in. Even if it seems difficult, even if it sounds challenging, even if it goes slow, it doesn't matter. You still need to learn to water that grass. And what do I mean by watering? Metaphorically speaking, you need to do the damn work. You need to go in there. You need to find out what your team is doing. If you're part of a team, you need to find out what trainings you need to be diving into. You need to start putting a schedule together around your job. If you have one, if you're still working, find that time, allot it properly to study the modules that you've already paid for and invested into. See, that's the bone I got to pick with people sometimes, man.
You know what he's doing, right?
What?
He's avoiding the pain.
He's avoiding the pain. You're avoiding the learn. You're getting lazy now. You can't do that, man. I'm
You're
telling you,
you're avoiding
that's
the pain.
the worst thing to do. It's like, oh, it looks good on the other side, but here's this opportunity where we've already provided more than enough proof that it works.
We got team members making sales and they just got
brand
started.
new green team members, making sales, following our proven system and process. Mind you, we're all in the same program. However, Ace and Rich has our own system and process down pat where we'll be able to duplicate it. And that's why there's a lot of people having success, because they do the work and they don't question anything else. They just like, okay, Ace and Rich, just point me in the right direction.
Let's go.
I'm going.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Rather than trying to beat the stick and ride upstream.
Because
it's not good to do that.
You got to understand something. What we do with our team members is we're putting them into a process, and we're getting to that process as fast as possible.
Yes.
You got this process down? Okay, next. You got this process down? Okay, next.
Yeah.
You got this process down?
We
Okay,
don't
next.
waste time. As a matter of fact, we set you up. You know, you just if you gotta come back home and get centered again because you lost your way, no problem.
Yeah.
We are your mentors and coaches. You can come back to us, send us a message. Let's get you situated, because if you keep falling into this trap, you will never, and I hate to say this, but it's the truth.
You're investing money.
You will never become successful. You will delay in your progress to success. That's what will happen.
You're investing money in a black hole.
Yes.
You're not investing money in your own assets.
Yeah. And that goes for anybody that watches the show. If you are finding yourself this trap where you've got this problem, this barrier that's holding you back, or maybe you got this big fat ego, your ego, because, you know, you were raised a certain way. You're looking for a certain type of a customer, this dream ideal client you're looking for, or maybe you're looking for that top earner leader to join your team. You ain't nobody special that they want to join with you, no matter what program you're in. It doesn't matter. The problem lies within who are you really going to focus on. You have to focus on you first.
Yep.
Get your credibility built. Get your story together. Then people will know, like, and trust you and respect you.
Yeah, I mean, you got it made, Richard. You're an amazing team. You know, we actually put people through a process.
Yeah.
And you know, it's
centered.
like don't start over because you keep going. So that's what I mean about like what people do is when they go to some other new opportunity, they start investing in a black hole. And the black hole is the never ending cycle
Yeah.
of that black pit of losing money because they think the grass is greener on the other side. The reality is it never is.
It's
It
not.
never is. If you avoid the pain, that means you're never going to learn.
And a lot of people who've seen us from the hot seat to the Ace and Rich Live have had this reality check, have had enough. When they say they had enough, they're like, I got to reach out to Ace and Rich. I got to book a call. I got to find out what direction I need to be going because I am almost losing money in all this other stuff that I'm putting myself into and not one dime coming back. Not one dime coming back. So rather than throwing the towel and quitting on yourself, because you know what? We're not going to let you quit. Okay. We believe in you. We know you can do this, but do you believe in yourself? And if you're not believing in yourself, then that's a mindset issue. We're going to have to work on that. We're going to have to work on that.
Richard, don't jump.
Yeah.
You're going down the black hole.
So Steve has a question. Steve says, where do I go in PLS to set up my e-wallet? So when you make your first commissions and you pass the minimum mark of the commissions in PLS, they will send you a email, and it won't come from PLS. It will come from a company that's the merchant, right? I think it's Paylution. And they'll send you a notification, and it'll tell you to set up your e-wallet, and they'll take you to a separate website with Paylution and a special area for you to log into. And then they'll ask you for like tax information, then, you know, licensing, all that stuff, all that good stuff that they need, right? Private, confidential information.
Yep.
And then once you're situated, you can set it up for a debit card, or you can set it up for a direct deposit through your bank account. And then all your commissions will just right up in there. Right? That's it.
I love the way you did that.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. But yeah, that's how it is.
Because they have direct deposit.
Yeah.
I know in different countries, there's a pay card, right?
Mhm.
So some countries, they do direct deposit. Some countries, they do pay cards, or in some countries, they do both.
Yes.
Right. So it's a really good payment process.
Okay. What do you have there? I see a long message. Refresh.
Let's see here.
See it? It's coming in. It's a really long one. You might have to get out and then come back in because I see it over here, but it's really long. It's like taking up the screen.
Well, I gotta go back in. Hold on.
Who's writing all of that?
I'll get that one.
See, we can't flash that up on the screen. It'll cover up all our faces. It's a long one.
It's not showing up here, which
It's
is weird.
not.
No.
It says Facebook user. I can't see who it is.
Let's see
I
here.
don't know who that is.
Check on the tablet.
All right, let me try. I'm gonna try to pull it up.
That'll be the last one of the night.
Well, yeah, if it's that long, I'm telling you. Let me see.
We have one more question, guys, or actually one long comment.
Well, ask them, are you guys getting value from what we're sharing on Ace and Rich Live? Answering these types of questions are very hidden. Some people are afraid to ask these types of questions, but they come to us. They're not afraid. They're just eager to find an answer because obviously it's just been bothering them for so long, you know, and this is why we put this show together so that we can help get those things out of your chest. Say it with your chest, get it out and talk about it, because the only people that are going to understand you are the people who are in this industry, not the people who have no clue about it. Okay. Great stuff. Love it. Yes.
Tracy
lots
Lee
of
said-
value.
Tracy Lee said fire, guys.
Yes. Fire, fire, fire.
Let's see. Okay. So the long comment is it's cloudy and it's 28 degrees here in Monroe, Michigan.
Oh gosh,
Oh.
no.
It snowed a little bit here, but it didn't
Ooh,
stick.
Okay. Last
It
question.
was an inch of snow. Hold on. We do this. This is a routine.
Okay. Okay.
It is almost 80 degrees right now. And well, it feels like 80. And it's muggy. And it's hot.
Okay. This is the last question
Last
of the
question of the
evening.
night, guys.
All right. This is a question from Daniel. Hi, Rich.
Hey,
I'm on
Daniel.
a tight budget, my friend, but I'm determined to see results. What prioritization or focus areas would you suggest for someone looking to maximize business outcomes with very limited capital? Any bang for the buck strategies, Rich?
All right. This is a tough
It's a real
question
tough
because everybody's different when they go through with their own circumstances. all I could say is tell the story of like what I had to do when I had only a little bit of money, so I could relate to that. When I was working at Best Buy and I was working part time, I was running some ads. I was spending about like $100 a week. That's all I could afford. Um, and even that is just it was really tough. So what we focused on was more organic marketing. We did more 80% organic and 20% paid marketing, right? Because we knew that we didn't have the bigger budget yet because it was only part-time and I had to pay my bills, right? But as time went on, I got full-time in the job. Then I started adding more to the budget of paid marketing. But we never stopped really pushing out there with the organic stuff, with social media. So my advice to you is if you're on a tight budget, think about what you're going to need to invest in your business, actually to purchase the products, to actually sell the products, and make sure that your budget can be consistent, even if it's small. I'll give you an example. As long as you're doing just a little bit consistently, it's better than nothing, okay? Because you have to get something moving. That's the important part. And then work on your brand and your social media so you can start building your audience. And if you're watching this live or you're going to watch the replay or whatever, make sure you go back and listen to what I was talking about, with the target market, with the message to match the market. Because if you focus on that and you're really, really hungry, it's going to pay off tenfold. Okay. And then from there, as with your job, if you're only getting paid so much, I would say, hey, boss, can you throw me a bone here? Can you give me more overtime? Remember, when I got my full-time job, I said, Chris, which is my boss, I said, Chris, can you give me the most hours as possible now? And be careful what you wish for, because I was working 12, 16-hour days. But I knew that I had a purpose. I knew I had a reason, right? So find ways of creating capital, with your job, or selling things too. I sold things just to earn extra capital. But always never stop building the organic side of your marketing, because the organic side is very, very powerful, very powerful. But it creates, you have to be very consistent in that effort. So you are constantly building. You're constantly building that audience. You're constantly meeting new people. You have constant new people seeing your content, right? It has to be a constant drive. And we call it the grind, right? Like me and Ace, we never got out of the grind because we never forgot where we came from, right? So it's just we love what we do. So for us, it doesn't seem like it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Right. But for you getting started, you might think that. But if you focus on the consistent grind, know that you have a reason why you're grinding, then your reason is more important than how you feel. You get what I'm saying? And just keep doing that consistently. Stay on your small budget with your paid marketing. And before you know it, those results are going to start coming in. Like mine, there were small results when I had barely no money, but there were results. There were clicks, there were opens, there were people looking at my website. There were people that were getting our first emails, and there were people that got a first, bought a first dollar trial. But we were hungry, and we've always not stopped being hungry for that reason. So take that lesson as I share it with you, that if you listen to my words and you understand what I'm saying, stay hungry in what you want. And when you create that consistency with your organic marketing, as you're doing your paid marketing up with that small budget, it will pay off in the long run. Trust me on that. Okay.
We missed one person's question. They said that their question wasn't answered. Donald Candies, can you retype your question? Because there was so many questions coming in and they might have pushed it out of the way because I don't see it.
I'll
you
check it
check
out.
your device over there because I don't see it. I just texted him. I told him to write it again and we'll get back to him on that. And then it'll be the last question. If we can just get back to Donald, because I don't want to miss anybody.
It's not showing up here.
Yeah, it's not showing up. I don't know why.
It's not showing up.
But type your question in the comment, or you could text it to us.
Yeah, text it to us, and we'll get back to you on that.
It's the fastest way to get to
yeah,
your question.
Just text it to us, and we'll get back to you on that. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We're past the hour now. My name is Rich Guzman.
And my name is Ace Guzman. Thank you so much for coming on Ace and Rich Live to give us all of your questions, challenges, problems, things that you're dealing with building an affiliate marketing business. You know, no business is perfect. No program is perfect. There's always that stage where you have the growth stage and the build up stage, you know, and you're going through the trenches. But that's what we all are doing right now is we're all still growing through the trenches, no matter if we're successful or we're just getting started.
Yes.
Always look at it that way.
Yep.
And every single failure, fail as fast as you can, break some shit, like our coach says. Make sure you break some shit. Don't be afraid to break anything. Don't be afraid to mess stuff up. It's
That's how you learn.
important that you do it
How you learn.
because it's all about how fast you can do it and you can learn from it and build from there.
Exactly. And you know, my last words is that when you actually are on the internet and you're building your business, okay, sometimes things are not what it seems, right? And it's because we get so enticed with so many shiny objects out there, like something is going to be better, when reality is we're the ones that are better, okay? Not the things, we are better. And you must believe that internally within yourself. Because once you believe that, and you truly 100% believe that, people that watch you, people that see you, are going to resonate with you because they can tell that you truly do believe in yourself. And when they know that you believe in yourself, guess what? They're going to believe in you. All right? Take care, guys. We'll see you next week on the next Ace and Rich Live. Same time, same bad channel. Have a good one, guys. We love you, appreciate you.
Love you and
All right.
appreciate you. Thank
Take
you
care,
so
guys.
much. Bye, guys.